I'm starting my hike at Iroquois Park on a beautiful Wednesday morning. I forget the name of this. I'll have to look it up when I get home. I love hiking in this park. There are other places close by that I could hike, but this park offers everything I'm looking for. I like hiking at Jefferson Memorial Forest. And Jefferson Memorial Forest is a lot larger than Iroquois Park. Iroquois Park has 739 acres. And Jefferson Memorial has over 6,500 acres, surrounded by thousands of acres of privately owned property. But when I hike Iroquois Park, I see a lot more wildlife than I do at Jefferson Memorial Forest. Waverly Park has some pretty nice trails, but you have to share them with mountain bikers. And again, I don't see much wildlife when I hike there. And another thing I like about Iroquois Park is I very seldom see other people out hiking. Maybe 2 or 3 times a year I'll see other people. There are some new trails they put in, and you will see other people hiking on those trails. But I like this remote area of the park. I see foxes and coyotes occasionally, but I very seldom ever get a picture or a video of them. Usually by the time I get my camera out, they're gone. What a beautiful morning this is. I'm looking down the hill and I see my first deer of the morning. It's a beautiful doe bedded down. This doe is molting. Won't be long and she'll have her summer coat. She's bedded down chewing her cud. I'm looking around and I don't see any other deer. She was watching me hike around her. Now she's just ignoring me. I'm hiking down this hill. I'm looking behind me and I see that little doe just got up. I think it got up to get something to eat. I thought there would be more deer in this area. There's one pretty far in front of me, bedded down chewing her cud. That's an older doe. I think it's a doe. I think that's the young doe that got up and walked around. She decided to bed down again. That older doe was probably this young doe's mama. I think this is the mama. And there's the younger doe. I'm going to take off. There's the mama. They didn't get up. They just watched me hike off. Now I'm going to go hike that area after I cross the gully. I just crossed the gully. I'm looking around and I don't see anything yet. I can't believe what a beautiful morning this is. The birds are providing some beautiful background music. Another gully to cross and another hill to climb. I just crossed that gully and I'm on my way up this hill. I'm hiking up this hill and I see a deer in front of me. And there's another one up there bedded down. There's another one. This one just got up. There's two deer over there. I'm not sure how many deer are up here. I found two more bedded down, but this one just got up. One there. There's another one. And another one. And this one bedded down. They're walking off over there. And I don't think I'm going to follow them. I'm hiking around this deer on my way up this hill. Now I'm pretty far up the hill and I'm looking down the hill, and that doe is still bedded down, chewing her cud. One last look at this girl. I don't know where the others are now. I think they walked off in that direction. I'm looking off to my left and I see another doe bedded down, chewing her cud. There's the one down the hill. This one just got up. Now she's walking off. But she's not in a hurry. Oh, there's another deer. They're on the way down that hill. Probably going down there to cross the gully. There they go. They're crossing the gully. That one just crossed it. And I'm definitely not going down there to follow them. I'm coming from that area. I just hiked up that hill. And now I'm gonna hike off in this direction. I just saw a deer disappear over there. Where'd it go? There it is, and it's my favorite buck. He's looking down the hill at something. I wonder if he's alone again. The last time I saw him, he was alone. I'm not very close to him. And I'm looking around and I don't see any others. He's slowly walking off. Trying to get a little closer to him. He's not alone this morning. There's his buddy. I don't know what he's doing down there. Looks like he's rubbing his antlers. I'm a little closer to this guy now. He's just ignoring me. Now the two bucks are together. Two beautiful bucks. Not too far away from me. Last time I saw these two bucks together, they were doing the exact same thing. I followed this buck over here. I haven't hiked that area yet. These two bucks know I'm here and I'm very close to them now. I always say they pose for me, and that's what it looks like they're doing. Well, I think I have enough pictures and video of them, more than enough. Now I'm going to go over there and hike that area. One last look. Thanks for posing for me, guys. I'm going to take off now. Let's cross that gully, and I still see the two deer over there, the two beautiful bucks. Looking down the hill, and I see a beautiful doe walking around. And I'm sure she's not alone. Those deer are so well camouflaged. When they get in an area like this, they're hard to find. Especially when they're bedded down. I think this is a very young buck. It is a young buck. There's that young buck. Oh, there's another deer. They're walking in front of me. These two are still in front of me. They're going in the same direction I am. There's that young buck. I don't know where the other one is now. This is where I'm going to leave them. I'm going to start hiking up this hill. I'm pretty far up the hill, and I'm looking behind me. And there's that young buck. I still don't see the other one. I just hiked up that hill and I'm leaving this area, and I'm looking over to my left and I see a deer over there. That's my favorite buck again. He's hanging out in this area. I don't see his buddy, but I'm sure he's in the area. I wasn't expecting him to be there. He just stepped over that log and he's headed in my direction. You coming over here to visit me? Here he comes. Can't believe he's walking towards me. Hello. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Now he's walking up the hill. I think I'll go ahead and hike up this hill. Now he's walking in front of me. I'm watching him walk off over there. I'm not going to follow him. His buddy is not with him. They separated. Now he's getting out of sight over there. Like I said, I'm not going to try to follow him anymore. I see him again. Now he's gone. I'm coming from way down there. I cover a lot of ground, and so does that buck. But I think that buck covers a lot more ground than I do. I'm almost up to the top. That buck walked off in that direction. I just hiked up that very steep hill. And I see Krupp's Point. There's a beautiful dogwood tree. They mowed this entire field. Now there's no place left for the animals to hide. So if there are any animals up here, you'll see them. What is that? Oh, that's a American goldfinch. I don't like it up here right after they mow everything down, but everything will grow back. This is the pond next to the rustic pavilion. Nothing going on here. I'm sitting on one of the reflection benches, wishing they hadn't mowed everything down. But the Olmsted Parks people, they seem to think they know what's best for the park. That's the butterfly way station, and they mowed everything down. But they said it has time to go back, and it'll still attract butterflies. I hope they're right. There's a groundhog hole right next to the butterfly way station. This is a very small pond close to Sullivan Grove. I see a male mallard duck taking a little nap. I'm looking around and I don't see a female. I'm not going to get any closer than this. He's not budging. I'm gonna walk through Sullivan Grove. I was gonna go to the North Overlook, but I changed my mind. I was there yesterday with my wife. I think I'll take the Corbly Trail down to the bottom. I'm on my way down the Corbly Trail. It's had time to dry out a little bit. It shouldn't be too muddy. I'm walking down the Corbly Trail and I'm looking over to my right and I see some deer. I only see 3 of them. I think that's all there is 3. I'm going to keep hiking down the Corbly Trail. In this park, those deer could show up anywhere. Here's one of them. Now it's getting a little muddy, but I can avoid the mud. I'm looking behind me up the hill, and I still see those deer. And I hear a woodpecker. Probably won't be able to find it. I couldn't find that woodpecker. I have trouble determining which tree the sound's coming from. I hear a cardinal up there, but I don't see one. I'm getting close to where I'm parked. Before I go home, I think I'll check out the pond next to the disc golf course again. I'm leaving the Corbly Trail and I'm going to cut through this area to get down to my car. I'm on my way down to my car and I'm looking over to my left and I see a deer. Another beautiful deer. It seems to be alone. I don't see any others. And I can see pretty far off in the distance. This one just looked up the hill and it sees me up here. Do you see me up here? It's still coming in this direction. Now I see another one. Two beautiful deer. I thought they were going to come over here, but they found something good to eat over there. I bet they'll eventually end up over here. But I'm not going to wait for them. Yep, that's enough pictures and video. I think those are the same two deer that have been hanging out in this area. The same two that I saw Monday. I see two squirrels high up in that tree. Now, where'd the other one go? I don't see it now. Oh, there's the other one way up there. It's a tall tree. There's the other one making its way up to the top. I see Rundle Road and the golf course parking lot where I'm parked. Now I'm on my way to check out the pond next to the disc golf course. I'm at the pond next to the disc golf course. I just saw a little chipmunk, but you have to be fast to get a picture of one of those. I see a male mallard duck swimming around. Beautiful male mallard duck. Yeah, it's swimming off. There it goes. Pretty windy now. It's back down to this end of the pond. Must have found something that likes to eat. He's telling me to get out of here. Go home, old man. I'm leaving. There's a pileated woodpecker. I'm waiting for it to do a little drumming. It's waiting for me to turn my camera off. I heard the drumming, that's how I knew it was over there. It's not going to cooperate. The rascal, it just flew off. I just saw quite a few turtles jump back into the pond. This is a red-eared slider. I saw 3 turtles jump in the water. This one stayed behind. There's one that just got back out of the water. I see another one getting out. Now 2 of the 3 that jumped in the water are back out. This one never did drop down into the water. I know this is a red-eared slider. And I think these 2 are red-eared sliders. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're red-eared sliders. 3 red-eared sliders. There's another one that is in the water. That's probably the 3rd turtle. That one's probably thinking about joining the other 3. I'm going to leave the area. I'm past them now. I see one of the heads sticking up. And this turtle never did move. And there's one out in the water. That was worth the drive over here. I saw the male mallard duck, some red-eared sliders, and a pileated woodpecker. I'm getting ready to leave. I'm looking down at the pond and I see 2 more turtles out sunning themselves. Probably 2 more red-eared sliders. I just saw a bumblebee go down into that hole. Get back to my car. It's time for this old man to go home.